We get a ton of 737-800 models from Herpa Wings, so can this one stand out? We will find out now. With that, welcome to a new episode of Review, where we today will take a closer look at a Boeing 737-800 of Aeroflot. At the front of the box we have the cutout, so we can get a glimpse of the aircraft model inside, and on top of the box we have the Aeroflot branding. Then on the back side of the box we have a lovely image of the aircraft in real life, and we are provided with a web link by Herpa where we can get more information. And here she is, the Boeing 737-800 in the current livery of Aeroflot. Well, current livery, I'm not sure if that's actually correct anymore, because the A350 of Aeroflot has a slightly updated design to that, but I'm not sure if that is just being applied to the A350 or will be launched fleet-wide. But anyway, for now we just assume this is still the current livery of Aeroflot. Now at the tail section of the aircraft we have the Aeroflot branding, which of course is in this case a starlight version of the Russian flag, or the flag of the Russian Federation to be more precise. On the fuselage we then have the full registration code of the aircraft type specification, and at the tail we also have a little bit of detailing around the APU exhaust. At the front of the aircraft we then have again the Aeroflot branding, which of course also, as a viewer pointed out in a recent video I did, the hammer and sickle, still a very lovely little detail. Then we also have the Sky Team logo, of which Aeroflot is a member. We also have the Russian flag again and the name of the aircraft. Around the cockpit section we don't have too many details, but of course we do have the cockpit windows, and the window wipers have also been printed on. Then the engine nacelles have been given the same dark blue color that we find at the tail of the aircraft and across the belly, and the orange line which is also going across the entire fuselage. If we look at the nacelle from the backside, I think that looks fairly decently detailed, and of course if we look into the engines from the front we can then see the engine fan blades very nicely. Just above the wings we then have the emergency exits printed on, and that of course leads us straight to the wings, because we definitely should also take a closer look at them. If we look here at the top side, we see the different flaps, slats and spoilers carved out very nicely. We do also have the markings for the emergency exits printed on. Very nice. The underside of the wings I think look also fairly decent, where we also find the full registration code of the aircraft once again, and then we also have these lovely winglets which have been given the orange color that we also find across the fuselage. I think that looks rather decent. Herpa has also done a great job with the landing gear. Here we can see the main landing gear underneath the wings. As I said, I think that looks rather good. And also the front landing gear, in my opinion, is very nice. And then last but not least, we do also have the doors to the cargo compartments printed on here at the back side of the aircraft and here at the front of the aircraft. So there we have it, the Boeing 737-800 in the current livery of Aeroflot. Now the question at the beginning of the video was, does this model stand out? Because we do get a lot of 737-800 models from Herpa Wings in scale 500. Well, the short answer would be no. It doesn't stand out, because it doesn't do anything better than any of the other 737 models, but that doesn't make the model bad. In fact, I think it's a very nice model. The print quality is excellent. The physical details are also great. The only thing with the print maybe we can talk about is the silver coloring that can be a little bit grainy, but I don't think it's too bad on this model. And personally, I quite like the Aeroflot livery on the 737-800. I think it suits the model as well as the aircraft type. But is this an aircraft for your collection? Well, that very much depends. If you like the 737-800 or the Aeroflot livery, then I would say yes, it's absolutely an aircraft for one's collection. However, if you're looking for something more spectacular than the usual Herpa standard, then this is probably not it. Now with that, we have reached the end of today's episode. If you have enjoyed this video, then feel free to leave a like. That really does help us out. And of course, if you are new around here, why not hit subscribe? That would be absolutely awesome. With that, I'd like to say thank you so much for watching. Hope to see you soon again. I'm checking out. And bye.
no doubt that this is the worst crisis that the airline industry has ever experienced.
The aviation industry, as the spearhead of a globalized world, is particularly suffering from the consequences.
Everybody is in trouble. There are 17,000 aircraft on the ground.
So where are we today? What challenges are employees and employers facing right now? And where can the industry go from here?